Hello, my name is Anne, and I'll be your host for today.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Sarah.
We're coming to you today from California to introduce the German legend Otto von Bismarck.
Now let's welcome Mr. Chancellor.
Hello, Mr. Chancellor. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
So today we're going to talk about your pathway to unity and also your major accomplishments. So thank you for this exclusive interview.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us what was your main goal when you came to power as a chancellor?
Well, my main goal when I became a chancellor was to increase the strength of Prussia and Germany as a whole. So to do so, I had small goals to achieve before I could even fully realize that dream of mine. So my objectives were actually to unify the North German states, exclude Austria from the Bund, change the capital of German affairs to Berlin, and to reform the roles of the Reichstag.
So what problems have you encountered?
Please stop now. We need to move. I hate this noise. Much better.
So may I ask my question now?
Yes.
So what problems have you encountered throughout your career as an influential person in Germany?
Well, when I came into power in 1862, it was amidst a constitutional crisis, which centered around the lack of governmental funding for the Prussian military and the tax collection legislation. So I was appointed by King Wilhelm, and I immediately took matters into my own hands by collecting the taxes that Parliament refused to collect and to fund the expandment of the Prussian army.
But don't you feel like by abandoning the Parliament's wishes, you basically neglected democracy?
Of course not. All I did was to better influence the strength of Germany. I was and am still only acting on behalf of the German people.
I see.
So what did you do to help unify Germany?
Well, unifying Germany was no easy task, trust me. But I made it possible with something I called realpolitik, which I formulated practical solutions to expanding the power of Germany. Realpolitik was also behind the decisive wars that I initiated, which were only initiated when I understood that victory was actually close to reach. Also, it was my acclaim and appeal to the public because of my nationalistic attitude, which prioritized the success of Germany as a whole.
So can you tell me what measures you took to defeat your enemies?
Well, first of all, I formed an alliance with Germany, Russia, France, and Italy to strike a war against Austria. I also raised a stronger and larger army by collecting taxes that Parliament refused to provide.
That's a lot of accomplishments, but how did you isolate Austria?
The 7 Weeks' War. Ultimately, there were good results to the war, and we got to keep all the territories we've conquered, and Prussia also agreed not to interfere with German affairs.
Your nickname, the Iron Chancellor?
Well, this nickname of mine actually came from roughly 2 things I did. A speech I gave called Iron and Blood, and probably the way I ruled. Not that cruel, am I?
Sure.
Well, anyways, in that speech, I wanted to convince the people that we could only become a powerful country through blood and iron.
Interesting. What do you mean by iron and blood?
Well, what I meant was that only through the strength of a military that is forged in iron and the blood that is spilled through war would be able to become powerful.
Sounds reasonable.
And that concludes our interview.
Bye! Bye!